So before my last video I posted on 8 Passengers, I hadn't spoke about George and Ruby in forever. It literally been months since I spoke about them. But now, as I'm recording this video, this is currently my second video talking about 8 Passengers in the last week. It's good to be back. Honestly, I was just getting sick of talking about TikTokers, you know, like committing crimes, lying to the police, and dancing as a doctor and stuff like that. Well, back to what I know, 8 Passengers. But actually, this is kind of a positive update to the whole 8 Passengers, like, saga that's been going on for years now, because Ruby Franke, Ruby's daughter, has posted an Instagram post talking about the last year of her life. And look, I don't want to put words in Shari's mouth, but reading this, in my personal opinion, it makes me feel like she is talking about this whole family situation. And this actually kind of blew up on Reddit, this post in particular. Everyone seemed to believe this is about the family situation, but it might not be. This is all just like us speculating at this point, right? You can make your own mind up, but let's take a read through. Today marks the 1-year anniversary of the hardest day of my life. A year ago, I wrote this in my journal. I feel like a part of me has died and I will never get it back. I don't know how I'll ever recover. I don't know how to help or even to help myself. But Christ doesn't just save me when I'm hurt, but he saves those who hurt me too. And today I wrote this. I know without a doubt that Jesus is the Christ and is the only one who can save me and my loved ones. I have had too many experiences to deny that Christ will make up for my hurt. I feel like he just keeps asking me, do you trust me? Words can't even describe the difficulty of the past year, but oddly enough, it's been the most amazing year of growth and joy. I've made a life of myself, I've reunited with friends and family, but most importantly, I've come to know God as my Father in multiple ways. I'm so grateful for all the love and support and prayers. I felt it and I'm forever grateful. So yeah, obviously when Shari posted this on Instagram, people thought this whole year being difficult was hinting at the situation with her parents, where, if you aren't aware, let me just give a very quick recap. Basically, Ruby and Kevin at the time, the parents, started taking part in this account called Mums of Truth, or Connexions on YouTube. And on this account, they would give mothers advice on how to raise their children, and their advice got a lot more extreme as the years went on. And Shari herself was actually in this group at one point and was asking for advice about certain things, about like her studying and whatnot. But as I just mentioned, this account got a lot more extreme, and I've made countless amounts of videos looking at some of the extreme stuff they've posted. And then eventually, Shari actually left the group and started posting publicly about why she did. She basically said she didn't agree with the stuff her mother was saying, and in fact wasn't going to be speaking to her parents anymore, and she's give further updates throughout the months saying that this hasn't changed. But through this, she has got a lot closer to other people in her family that we've seen in videos, like on multiple occasions now, like her aunties and uncles. So when she mentions that this last year has been difficult, but she has grew a lot and there's a lot more joy now, it does seem like this is the case. And it's really nice to see, right? Because we used to speak about 8 Passengers on this channel way before Connexions and Mums of Truth was even a thing, when it was just vlogging on their YouTube channel. And you couldn't help but feel sorry for the kids, and there was always that question, like, when they get old enough, will they realize what's going on here? Will they want to stop speaking to their parents and live a better life? Is that something that's going to happen? And obviously it seems like it did happen with Shari, and she seems to be very happy now. She's been posting stories, going to like the arcade and saying, I've just never even been to one before and it's so fun. Like usually stuff that people would do when they were younger, but obviously Shari didn't. I noticed as well, it seems like she's got a boyfriend now, which is great. Like she seems like she's living her best life, and you can't help but feel happy for her. Now as for George and Ruby, they are still doing the same stuff that they've been doing for a year at this point, right? They're still on Facebook giving some of the worst advice they can possibly give, and they don't seem to care that this has clearly affected their family in very negative ways. They just care about giving motherly advice that no one actually takes seriously. And honestly, I'm just waiting for the Netflix documentary right now, because the amount of stuff that's happened with 8 Passengers throughout like the last like 4 or 5 years, like literally my first video on 8 Passengers was about 4 or 5 years ago. There is so much that can be shown, and I even shown this TikTok account in my last video talking about 8 Passengers that just posts clips from 8 Passengers like older videos, and look at the views they're getting. Like people still clearly care about this situation. I mean, this one's got 10.9 million, 8.3, 2.7, 2.6, like ridiculous amounts of views. And obviously, as we said in my last video, it started making mainstream media at this point. Like the Daily Mail, every other fucking newspaper you could ever think of, it started posting about this family, and it seems like it's getting more widely known. But as I mentioned, I showed this account on my last video, and I referenced the views like I just did here, but I didn't really look through any of the videos. I looked through maybe one, I believe. And there was a few comments from people saying that I should do a video taking a look through these clips, because these are clips that we've seen in previous videos, but I've made about 100 videos in 8 Passengers at this point, so there might be some we've forgotten. But yeah, I thought for this video, let's just refresh our memory and see how we got here.
She's like, Mom, I peed the bed, which is not like her. She pees the bed maybe like once every 8 months. Like, it's been a very long time since she wet the bed. I was like, oh, darn it, that's all right. Just go sleep
on the floor in the bathroom.
Whoa, sorry. I I don't think I've seen this clip before. I'm not sure if I've just seen so many clips from 8 Passengers at this point that I can't remember some of them, but I feel like I would remember that. Her daughter wet the bed, so instead of cleaning up the bed, she then told her daughter to sleep on the bathroom floor. I mean, I should be shocked at this point, but I don't think I am. I mean, Ruby Franke telling one of her kids to sleep on the floor as some form of punishment. I mean, where have you heard that before?
I really like you. Hold on.
Alright, look, there's one thing to, like, read out his text and embarrass him in front of the family. At least that's somewhat private, right? But to embarrass him in front of millions of people on YouTube, like, fucking hell, man. I feel so bad for these people.
30,000?
Wait. Is that where that clip's from? What the fuck? Yeah, I've just had a full circle moment here. That is an audio that kind of went viral on TikTok. It was like a trend and people were like lip syncing to it. Never knew it was Ruby Franke. God, I'm never gonna be able to see one of them videos the same again. This is always gonna be in the back of my mind. I mean, congratulations, Ruby, if you're watching. If there's something positive that came out of this whole situation, is that you got a viral TikTok sound. Congratulations.
We are going to a movie, so go get on your shoes.
What is it? What?
Does it even matter? If someone asked me if I wanted to go to a movie, I wouldn't ask, what is it?
You wouldn't? I feel like that'll be a very common question, no? Do you want to go and watch a movie? What movie? You know, I feel like that's the only way that conversation can go.
My bedroom was taken away for 7 months, and then you give it back like a couple weeks ago.
Oh my god, I just can't get over her face in this clip. I've seen this clip like a million times, right? But her son is talking about how his bed was taken away for 7 months, and look at her smile.
At least this is the reason that's been in my head. It's pretty funny, but now that I look back, I mean, it's pretty depressing.
No, we never told our viewers.
That I woke Russell up at 2 in the morning and told him that we're going to Disneyland and he has to pack. And he got up and made his bed all neatly and then packed all his clothes in a suitcase.
Like, come on, right? I get it's a bit of a harsh prank, right? You're getting your brother excited for going to Disneyland and then you're not going. But taking your bed away for 7 months is insane. Like, honestly, if someone came up to me and said, oh, what is the most insane punishment you could give for this little prank? It wouldn't even be anywhere near this. Like, this is fucking mental. I don't know why she thought this would be a good idea.
Julie has been asking all summer if she can shave her legs and armpits.
Yeah, so do you know when we said that Ruby really did show every aspect of her kids' lives? She did. There was never any privacy when it came to these 8 Passengers videos, and I think it's easy to forget because obviously the videos don't get posted anymore. But yeah, she really did film every aspect of their kids' lives growing up. And we even heard in that podcast that Shari did that she just kind of thought that was normal at the time, and when she grew up, she realized that this wasn't normal, and she hated being online, and she felt like she was judged when she was an adult and whatnot. But yeah, it just really is so fucking sad to see, because at the end of the day, the kids, they don't know what the internet even it really is, right? They can't even grasp the fact that millions of people will be watching these videos and that they're not going to have privacy when they grow up because they don't understand what that's going to be like, and it's just sad to see. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to have to mute the song in the background because it is copyrighted, but just a spoiler alert, it's not Flow Rider law.
Nothing, and I mean nothing, is better than a family. I'm glad I have a family.
Oh, that is so fucking sad, isn't it? Like, come on, surely she can look back at these videos and realize that what has happened over the last couple of years isn't good. I mean, read the comment here saying the fact that Shari didn't even mention her in a Happy Mother's Day post on IG says a lot, and that's true. Shari did a Happy Mother's Day post and a Happy Father's Day post, and it didn't include her parents. And here she is in an old clip saying nothing will ever be better than family, but apparently running a Facebook group giving shit advice to mothers who don't actually care about her opinion is better than having a family.
If you don't accept your child where they're at right now...
I mean, she just does look a lot more miserable now, doesn't she? I don't know. I mean, I would love to know your opinions. Do you think this will ever get to a point where she kind of realizes what she's been doing and she does kind of do like a whole 180 back to what she was? And yeah, I get it. Like, the stuff she used to do in the past was obviously fucked up. Like, it was still really, really bad. But it still seemed like a better situation than now, I guess, right? Because she's not even speaking to her family. Her kids want nothing to do with her. Or Shari doesn't want anything to do with her, it seems. But yeah, either way, that's been the 8 Passengers update. There was a lot of people asking me to do more of these videos on my last 8 Passengers video, because I hadn't done one for a while. So if you still want to see me do these videos, then let me know in the comment section down below. I stopped for a while, because I thought maybe people were losing interest. Seems like maybe not. So yeah, just let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll still carry on. But yeah, if you did enjoy, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new, and until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.